Welcome to It's Happening. My name is Jared. Guys, I'm truly sorry about the delay. Rumble has us setting up in a new way, and for some reason, it keeps causing problems when I try to go live. It completely kicked me out, and I had to redo the whole thing. So I'm truly sorry, but thank you for waiting if you've been waiting. um this episode is going to be on Colony Ridge, Texas. I did go out there myself yesterday. If you are watching first, before I get into this, would you please let me know if you can hear me? Because of what just happened, I have no clue if anything's working or not. You can let me know what state you're watching from, and I'll know that you can hear me. All right, I think it's working fine. As always, people, if you would like this video, comment on it, share it with your friends and family. It helps us get seen more. We are getting ourselves into a position where I can start going to the border, where I can start going like what happened in Fort Worth with the bomb. We want to actually go interview people at the scenes of these crimes, at the scenes of the border. We want to act. Sorry, this thing threw me off this morning, just now. If you are local to me, I am looking for local politicians to talk to. I'm looking for people who may have tips on stories that are local that I can go to. To do all this, we absolutely need your guys' support, and you can help support us through PayPal, through all of our tumblers and the CBD products that I've shown you guys. We have multiple ways, the AI platform. We are continually trying to give back to you guys. We don't just like begging for anything. We want to show you that we are working for the money. Your money, if you do invest in us with PayPal, your money will go to us getting new equipment and being able to travel so that we can put together better episodes and actually do our own films where we are interviewing people on scene, so I don't have to keep using other people's stuff and just commenting on it. Now, I know that won't always work, but that's what our end goal is here for the political and the culture side of my channels. We do have the Unseen Realm channel for that as well, guys. If you've had any paranormal effects, supernatural, anything that you'd like to talk about or send me, let me know. I will give you all I'll put my email in here too. You can email me. You can comment here. So for those of you who have not heard what's going on in Cleveland, Texas, Dayton, Texas area, that's not far from me at all. Not far. So I went out there. This place is massive. I have to say, if I was to just guess off the top of my head, over 100,000 acres that they are building. One of the school districts went from 4,000 children to 12,000 children, and most of those are illegal aliens. Sorry, guys, I'm not going to parse my words and call them migrants. They are not migrants. They are illegal aliens breaking into our country. Our tax dollars are helping to smuggle them into this country and then smuggle them all throughout. We have police departments helping them. The cartel is running the freaking Colony Ridge, and they know it, but who cares, right? You know, who gives a damn? Our government does not give a damn about protecting the citizens of this country, the citizens who work and pay into this country, the citizens who take care of other people in this country are constantly getting stepped on and told that we're bigots for even saying no more. This will not work. It is not sustainable. If you cannot take care of your own fucking family, how are you going to move more families in to take care of them? It's just really not that hard, guys. I mean, this is truly insane that our government is just fighting to keep the border open. We've seen them the past few days threaten Texas over and over again. I mean, yeah, we all should start paying attention. So I did get a couple video clips. Nobody would let me interview them when I was down there. I did try and I stopped and talked to a few people, but none of them would let me interview them. A few of them wouldn't even talk to me. They just looked at me crazy, which is understandable. I mean, I get it. Um, I get that some people living there are probably worried that if they talk, they have to deal with, well, the cartels running it. So I do have some links I'm going to pull up. I have some videos I'm going to show you those videos that I got yesterday. But again, like I said, I really want to interview some people on this. If you know anybody that lives in that area, please let them know what I'm trying to do here. Because the media doesn't tell us the truth, or they hide it, they manipulate it, they tell you what you need to know, and that's it. Our goal here is not to manipulate you, it's to show you the things that we find, because we know you guys are smart enough to make up your own mind. You don't need to be manipulated. Just look at the evidence, and we know that you're smart enough to see exactly what's happening. The media today, that's not what they do. They don't tell you the story, like Dan Bongino says, they tell you a story. They show you the story they want you to know because you're too stupid to understand past what they can tell you. I mean, I showed y'all the video the other day of Moscow Maddow telling you that no, we are not going to show Trump. We'll tell you what he says, and if it's news, we'll let you know. That is exactly what they do. It's truly unbelievable that that lady even has a job. I mean, really, how in the hell do you lie so damn much on TV when your job is to be a journalist and just show the facts, show the things that are going on? Tell us if you have an opinion on it. Cool. Let us know that's your opinion. That's fine. I'm good with that. I can take people telling me their opinion and their stance and showing the facts and allowing us to decide for ourselves. What I cannot stand is somebody telling me, oh, we're above you. We know better than you. And if we show you what he's saying, you might just like him. So we can't do that, guys. We got to show you something different. This is how all this crap goes constantly. And guys, don't forget, I do have the live chat pulled up. If you have any questions, any statements you'd like to make, I do like to talk with you guys, and I want to get you guys engaging with me more because I am truly trying to build something here where we can give back to people, where we can hire people, where we can get people out on the street for us, hire them, and pay these people good so they don't ever have to go back to some crap job. So you don't ever have to depend on the government for anything. The government is trying to force all of us into a position where we are fully dependent on them. And if you're paying attention to what's going on at the World Economic Forum, they always tell you exactly what they're going to do. Always, always, always. And I will be doing a story on that here later today. I am going to do a story on Bill Gates and his lab meat. I've got a pretty good story for that one. So, but I do want tips from you guys. I am looking for more local stories. If you're local to me, I want to really get out and start doing this for you guys because I think we can really make this work. All right, let's see what Sharon said. Why would our government threaten one of its states? Just trying to protect ourselves since they won't. That's right. I mean, that's it, ain't it? For those of you who don't know, maybe I need to do a thing on Texas one day. Y'all have heard of the theme park Six Flags over Texas or of Texas. I can't remember what the theme park name is, but it's Six Flags over Texas. And I know that people my age understand what that is. Maybe some of you don't. If you don't, let me know. Do you know what the Six Flags over Texas is? Do you understand what that is? Texas was not owned, or I guess you could say owned, run, whatever, by 5 different flags flying over the country before the 6th flag, which was America. The 5th flag would have been the Texas flag. And we made a deal when we became part of the Union that if the government did not stand up to its own laws and protect the citizens of our state, we could remove ourselves at any time. Now, I know I've got people talking about over and over again how bad of an idea that was. And you know what? I know that. I get that. I know the possibilities of all of that. I get it. But let's take a step back. What are they doing to protect us right now? Our border is wide open. What I'm about to show you is a result of them doing that. So if we continue to allow this federal government to just leave our border open while calling us the bigots, we won't have a state anymore. But then again, that's what it is about, Democrats, right? You need this state blue. You've got to turn it blue. And the only way to do that, since you can't use your policies to convince us in Texas that you want what's best for us, you've got to allow legal aliens to come in. Yeah. We've had our heads up our asses for far too long, America. It's about time to wake up. Because if you have kids or grandkids in this country, they will not have any freedom left. None. And yes, Texas could succeed from the union and become the most rich state around. Yes, we could. We could be self-sufficient without the rest of the government. Oh, but what about the military? They can't just attack us, people. Joe Biden can run his mouth all he wants, but our rights come from God, not the Constitution. You realize that? Our rights come from God. They are God-given rights. The Constitution is there so we, the people, can put the government in check when they cross that line. That's right. So, again, for all of you who want to say I'm crazy or stupid by saying that's becoming an option now because we are being forced into that spot. Again, what are they doing as of right now to protect you, to protect your family? As a matter of fact, I'm fixing to show you what they're doing. So, yeah, I mean, you can make that excuse all you want, but at some point, we the people have to stand up and say, no more, this won't work. And I can guarantee you there's a lot of other states in this union that'll stand with us. Promise you that. I guarantee there are more people like you and me in this country than the freaking loony left. They just have the biggest voice because they run everything. They run the corporations. They run social media. They run Wall Street. Oh, I thought that was the Republicans, though, right? Mean Republicans want to give their money to the billionaires. Are you paying attention to who really runs all that stuff? Because it's the Democrats. All right, let's see. Tell me what you think, though. The first thing I want to show, there has been an increase in overdoses in Dayton and in Cleveland School District in children. And it's all coming from the cartel members who are using children to move their drugs in this community and around that community. Let me show you. Oh, here we go. This is the bluebonnetnews.com. Let me make sure you guys can see that. All right, bluebonnetnews.com. Cleveland ISD takes proactive stance to stop student opioid overdoses. Sorry, I feel like I got something in my dang chest. The recent drug overdoses at Cleveland High School have raised alarm bells, prompting Cleveland ISD to host 2 town hall meetings. At the first town hall meeting on Wednesday, October 18th, held at Cleveland Civic Center, "One pill kills" was the phrase that resonated with concerned parents, school staff, and community leaders. The "one pill kills" phrase is not meant to be a scare tactic. Instead, it is an acknowledgement of the harsh reality that ingesting the wrong pill can result in a tragic death. I'm going to pause there for a second. So from my personal experience as a opiate addict for most of my teenage life through my adult life up into my early 30s, I can tell you this. There's not one pill I have ever taken by accident. Not one. So I hate how the media does that. Don't get me wrong. Fentanyl can, if it's a powder form, fentanyl powder form, and you rub on it, you grab something that has it on it, yes, it could kill you. That could kill you. But this BS that kids are just accidentally taking the wrong thing, why don't we ask the question, why are they taking anything to begin with? That that line is just another way to manipulate out of taking personal responsibility out of it. Don't get me wrong, I feel truly sorry for these kids, but I could tell you as an addict, there's not one thing that I ever took by accident. All right, hold on a minute. Let's go back to the article. Let's just drop down here. Cleveland ISD is committed to doing what is right for the students. Our decision to be proactive by bringing this issue to the forefront and asking our parents and community for the help and support is more important to us than doing the ostrich effect and keeping it all contained and quiet. So, do I have any parents watching me that are in Cleveland or in Dayton that would talk with me? You don't have to come on camera. I just want to talk with you. I can even just record your voice, or maybe you have something to show me that I can show people, guys, because we do need to continually show this story. We need to point out what they are doing right by us. I stand with Abbott and what he's done at the border with the kicking the border patrol out and leaving our National Guard there because we have every freaking right to do that. But this, what about this? What about this, Abbott? Are you just doing that for show? Why not shut these places down as well? Why do you know? You know, they admit that the cartel's behind this, but we'll just make sure the school has some stuff to keep the kids from overdosing right now. Keep them quiet, focus on the border. Fixing the border, yes, is the main thing. We have to shut that border down right now. Have to. But the next step is to remove all the illegals that are in our country now. I'm sorry, you do not get to break into our country, demand that we give you food stamps and health care and sex changes when our own damn kids don't get that. You demand that you get put into a better hotel because you don't like how cold it is outside. You should have stayed your ass down in South America then. These people are all coming here because the elites and the Democrat Party are paying them to come here. Just think about it for 1 second. How many of you realize that people are coming from countries where the median yearly wage would be maybe $2,000 for the average family? An airplane ticket to get over here is like $1,200 to $1,700. So you mean to tell me that these poor ass families somehow got a ticket for everybody in their family and nobody helped them do it? And we're talking about millions of people. These are not wealthy people coming across the border. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, how in the hell did they get from Africa to here to cross our border to begin with? And if you were truly running for asylum, why wouldn't you go to the closest country and ask for asylum? If I needed to run from the United States for asylum, well, there's Canada, there's Mexico. Those would be my first two options. I wouldn't go, well, let's see if I can get to Iraq. And then when I get to Iraq, I'm going to demand you speak English. I'm going to demand you pay my bills. I'm going to demand for you to build us new land to live on. And if you don't fucking do it, you're a bigot. How in the hell have you convinced yourself that that is the right thing? We know for a fact these kids are getting raped on the way. They had a 4-year-old girl who had 10 different sperm in her. 10 different, 10. 4-year-old. And you know what causes this shit? The toleration of the Democrat Party. The party who claims to care about the people. The party who claims to be for the minority. The party who claims to be for civil rights. The party who claims to just have all this moral elitism over us is the same party that allows all this sex trafficking to happen. Not only allows it, but fucking funds it. The same party that uses racism to try and convince you that you're a victim and that we're still racist, that this country is somehow systemically racist. If this country was systemically racist, we would not have a black vice president. We would have never had a black president. Shut up with the bullshit of this white privilege. Even Republicans, I know I'm getting all over the place here, but even Republicans like Nancy Mace the other day with Hunter Biden. I've got something to say to Republican women. Stop falling in to their liberal talking point nonsense. There is no such thing as white privilege. And when you do that, you're just feeding into the bullshit. Nancy, what you should have said is, Hunter, you have Democratic privilege. Democrats can do whatever they want. I mean, we've known for years about his laptop that has all kinds of crime on it. But do the Democrats care? Hell no. They want you to think you're the bigot. These are the people who claim to give a shit about you. They are moving people into all these new towns. And you know who it's going to affect the most? The black community. The community they claim they have hold. I don't know if hold is the right word, but they seem to tell any black person, if you vote for a Republican, well, then you're a white supremacist too. Or you're an Uncle Tom. They don't even understand what that is. They don't even understand how to use that term right. It's the Democrats, people. It is. It's both parties. It's a uniparty who is pushing us to divide ourselves constantly. Always. The Democrats just openly do it. They openly tell you what they're going to do. Then they come out and lie to you. Then they come out and tell the truth again. And somehow you still think it's us. There you go. Let's pull this up. Again, guys, this is about the border as well, because this is the end result. This is what's going to happen. Check it out.
As we talked about before, people are going to say, well, wait a minute, what's wrong with this woman? Why shouldn't these people move here? She must just be a redneck racist. Are you?
I might be a redneck, but I'm not a racist. And why should these people be here? Because our infrastructure was already failing in this country with us just here. We can't, look at the city of Houston. We've got 2 million illegals on our streets now. Our streets are back to back. These people don't have insurance. They don't have license. Kids aren't in car seats. They're drinking or riding around with open containers. They have wrecks. They have no insurance. We're the ones paying for all the insurance. The crime alone, the murders. And maybe if you don't understand me now, because in 2016, 2020, us border states, we were racist. We're supposed to love the Mexicans and Hispanics, right? Because we're right here down on them all the time. So we must be racist if we didn't want them here, because you didn't have them there. But fast forward to 2022, 2023. Tell me, Mayor of New York, am I still a racist? What are you doing? How are you handling it? I know how to fight this issue now. Do you? Because from where I'm sitting down here in Plum Grove, Texas, it looks like you're getting your handed to you by your own president. And that looks pretty weak. You wanted sanctuary? You got sanctuary.
This was the main road through the city of Plum Grove. And this is where it crosses over a little branch called Rocky Branch.
And what happened? There's no more road.
The developer cut a giant, almost 3-mile long drainage canal across his properties out there, and it drains into the beginning of the Maple Branch, and then all of that stormwater runs through here whenever it rains.
And that's the end of your road. You obviously can't use this road anymore. And
we haven't been able to use this road for 6 years now.
If you tolerate, they will dominate. It is time for good Americans, no matter what side you're on. We have to stop with this nonsense of left and right, Republican and Democrat. We are Americans. We should be wanting what's best for all Americans. The only people who focus on race are who? The Democrats. The only people who constantly want to throw who they have sex with in your face and in your kids' face are who? Democrats. The only people who use identity to force you to vote for them are who? Democrats. We don't care about none of that nonsense. We want what's best for you. I don't see you as anything other than my fellow American. That's it. They don't want us to say that on place. YouTube will shut me down if I put this on there because it's the truth. They don't want you to hear the truth. I mean, come on, get honest with yourself. The most racist people in this country are white male liberals. Go talk to one. Look at how they look at you. They think you need affirmative action because if you don't have it, you can't get there on your own. That is about the most racist shit I've ever heard in my life. I mean, constantly the Democrats openly talk about black people as if they weren't there for you, you wouldn't be able to do anything. We don't believe that. We know you are smart individuals. We know you can do things on your own. We know you do not need the Democrats' help. It's bullshit. It's nonsense, and they do that to keep you down. And if you learn history about the black community, I'm going to do an episode on the black community and how fast they were advancing when they were all voting Republican. Because, yes, it was the Republicans who freed the slaves, the Republicans who still fight for your rights, the Republicans who do not want segregation, while the Democrats are actively segregating us. But hey, I must have white privilege, right? It must be somehow some systemic white supremacy going on in this country. The only systemic problem we have is the Democrat Party. All right, let's see if we have any questions before I move to my videos real quick. Sharon says they are setting up Colony Ridge so all these people will have beautiful, nice homes, better than lots of us. And I'm telling you guys, wait, I'm going to go back and do some more videos, but I'm going to go play some of the stuff that I got yesterday. This place is huge, massive, brand new roads, all kinds of turnarounds. When you go, you get lost in there. It's so big. It's so new that you can't even find it on the GPS. I had to go all over the place to freaking find it. When I finally found it, I still couldn't find the specific Colony Ridge, but I had the whole outer area. It's all the same thing. When you get in there, you start to notice they are building all of these little communities all around it. And all of them are getting new schools built. All of them. Where do you think that money's coming from? Are your kids getting new roads built? Are you getting new street built on down your street? Well, you're paying the damn taxes. Check it out. Let's pull it up. All right, guys, I am out here where they are starting to build this Colony Ridge. This place, there's all kinds of new construction going on. Check it out. I've got to go down a little bit further to get to the actual part they're calling Colony Ridge. However, when you come into this place, there's new construction everywhere. And almost all of them moving into these brand new homes are illegals. We can't seem to take care of our vets in this country, but we're just giving everything away to people breaking into our country. I'm going to get some more footage, and I hope to interview some people. I want to interview some people from Cleveland and this area and see how it's affecting your lives. If you see this video and you live in the area or you know somebody that does, please tag them in this video. Thank you. Oh, look at that. You can see the moon. Strange time of day to be seeing the moon right there, but this place is huge out here, guys. It's going to take me a few more times coming out here and try and get some interviews done. This place is huge, guys. I'm going to have to come back a few times probably. I want to interview some people that live out here. If you live in the area of Colony Ridge where they're building all this new area out here and it's mostly illegals moving in, let's talk. Are you interested in coming on my show? Or just, if you're not, still, I would love to talk with you. I will keep you anonymous. I will not put you out like that. But I definitely need some interviews from people living in the area to see how it's affecting their lives, how it's affecting the school. We know this one school district went from 4,000 kids to 12,000 that are mostly illegals. I mean, the resources alone to deal with that. On top of, they probably don't speak much English. I mean, we can't help our own people, but somehow, some way, the federal government finds billions of dollars to continue to feed, house, build new areas. This place is massive, people. It's huge. I'm gonna have to get some few video clips and put a story together over a few weeks. Again, I'm definitely interested in talking to you if you live out here, because this place is massive and I need to get some direction from people. But yeah. Episode coming soon. So yeah. Do you know anybody that lives out there? Let me show you this. Oh, and I'm sorry on that last that lady I was playing a minute ago, that website was New York Post. That was their interview. That was not mine. Okay, guys? When that lady was just talking about what's going on in the cartels. Check this out. So I actually got a video of this place too as well, guys. Those of you who don't know, that means land. These are the developers out there, okay? And they have a massive building across from Colony Ridge's office, which is not even anywhere near where they're actually building. That's why I had to keep going all over the place to find. They wouldn't talk to me. I went to the office and they acted as if no habla English. No habla English. Yeah. Maybe don't you think you should habla English if you come to our freaking country? I know if I go to Mexico, I'm going to try and learn as much Spanish as possible because I've got some damn nerve to move into another country and tell them they need to speak my language. Anyways, this place is massive. It's got the building. You can see where they put people in and come. There was hundreds of cars there. I couldn't get inside. I would love to have gone inside to see if they're housing the illegals there as well. It says the Torino's Houston building in New Caney, the developer of Colony Ridge, has become the target of allegations that it's marketing land to undocumented immigrants. Stop it with that bullshit. They are illegals. Undocumented my ass. And the development is plagued by crime. This website is the Texas Tribune. From the eye of a growing political hurricane, the developer of a massive residential community near Houston rejected allegations by conservative media and state elected officials that the development is a magnet for illegal immigrants. There you go. You got it right. Whose streets are overrun by crime? It's all bullshit, said Trey Harris, who owns the development with his brother John and cousin Kevin on Tuesday from their company's office in Liberty County. In one of the most extensive interviews since the allegations began flooding right-wing media and Republican leaders started calling for action, Harris dismissed accusations that the development is flouting laws and using targeted Spanish language marketing to attract illegal aliens. I mean, why else did you name it Torinos, homie? I mean, this is America. I get it. We like diversity. It's understandable. But the way he's marketing this, he is not marketing it to American citizens. It's obvious. I would bet that most Americans wouldn't even know that that name meant land, that you can buy land from us in Houston. I mean, who else are you promoting to? Yes, we have Spanish-speaking Americans. And yes, we have legal migrants who have come to this country the right way that still speak Spanish. But guess what? They also assimilated to our country and they speak English for the most part or have somebody in their family that does. Because when you move to a country and you do it the right way, you assimilate to the place you're moving. You don't tell them to assimilate to you. We got to shut the border down, guys. We've got to. We can't take care of ourselves. We can't we can't build new schools for our kids. We can't take care of the roads on our streets for our kids. But some freaking way, the government always finds a way to take care of those who break into our country. And some states, they are getting $7,000 a month in benefits, including housing, health care, food stamps. Some of them are out in New York laughing about it, while 2 blocks down, there's homeless vets who are begging to eat. Yeah, but it's fucking funny, ain't it? My goodness. Again, guys, I'm sorry about the cussing. I've got to stop doing that. I promise I'm going to stop doing that. I know that doesn't look good on here. I apologize. If you know anybody that lives in the area, please share this video with them, tag them, or just have them email me. I would love to talk with them. I will even drive to them. If they're willing to talk with me on camera, I will drive to you. If you own a business in the area and it's affecting your business, I will drive to you and talk to you. This story needs to continually be told because this place is unbelievably big. It is. You have to see it for yourself. I couldn't believe it. I got lost 3 or 4 times. For those of you who live in the area, I came in on 99, 1485. That's where I found the office and the Torinos building. From there, nobody would help me. I went to 59, cut back, and went up to Plume Grove. And that's where I finally got somebody to give me directions. But even with directions to that place, when I got into where there's all the construction's going on, when you drive, when you're driving on the new road, you come and there's a turnaround, and it splits off with roads in every direction, all brand new. You turn, you go down, you come to another turnaround, same thing. Roads are splitting off everywhere. You go, and it keeps doing that over and over and over and over and over before you actually get to where the Colony Ridge part was. The development is going to continue to go on if we do not stand up as Texans, as Americans, and say, no, you will not continue to steal our tax money and then give it to people who are breaking the freaking law. I don't care what your excuse is. If me and you crossed over to Mexico without a passport, would they arrest us? Would they? Would they welcome you and build you a new neighborhood? Would they? I mean, seriously. Would they start changing all of the laws of their land to benefit you? How about Canada? I wouldn't go to Canada if my life depended on it at this point. That ain't nothing but a commie country now with Trudeau's ass in there. But that is the point, people. Why do we have to feel some guilt about saying, no, we need a border? You don't have a country without a border. And a federal government who steals your tax money. Let's think about this. Do you own a home? Do you own your land? Really think about that for a minute. Do you own your home and do you own the land? I know a lot of you are saying yes. Yeah, I do. Absolutely. We paid it off. Yes, this property has been in my family for a while. It's ours, right? What happens if you don't pay property tax on land you already own? That's right. We get thrown out. What about these people? They hadn't paid shit into taxes. How's that going to work? As a matter of fact, they can't legally pay taxes. I know the left loves to come out and tell you, oh, they have been putting into the system. No, they haven't. Even if they're working and getting paid cash, they don't have to pay taxes now, do they? Because they are undocumented citizens, right? How in the hell are they going to pay them? It's truly mind-blowing how many people believe that nonsense. Oh, they're paying into the system. No, they're not. No, they're not. Again, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. We do want to start going more to these places. I will be going back there and trying to get some interviews. So I hope this video will reach somebody and I can set up something with you ahead of time. Like I said, that place was so big, I was just wasting my time just riding around. Let's see if we have any questions. Do you have any questions? Would you like to say anything? Do you know anybody living out there? Because I definitely want to go back out there. And our next stop would be the border. I want to go down to the border so we can go interview some people down there as well. So thank you guys for all the love and support. Again, you can help support us through PayPal, our tumblers, our CBD products. And again, if you do support us through PayPal, the money is going to go to us getting new equipment and being able to travel and to get to these places and to hire people. We are trying to build something where we can give back to the community as much as possible, guys. You guys have a great day. God bless. And never forget, it's happening, especially if a politician tells you it's not. Have a great day.